Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? It's Salty Coffee. Welcome back. Welcome back for those of you who have already been on the Salty Coffee podcast page. And for those of you who are new, get ready for some good information today.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, finally.
So now we're back on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And we have a visitor who is has left a message.
I'm definitely breathing now. Lots of pregnancy noise. I'm doing well, taking it day by day. Everything happens for a reason. I definitely need some self care. I'm here. I'm listening.
Thank you, Robin. And I'm so sorry to hear about your loss, but hang in there, okay? I'm here to support as much as I can. And today is June 19th and at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It is our Self Care Sunday, Father's Day, and Freedom Day edition. And I'm going to give some good, helpful hints on what we can all do to intake the information about Father's Day and what that means to us, and then take the information about Freedom Day and what that means to us, and how we're going to continue to celebrate this history that's so important. And 156 years, people, it took for this to become a national holiday. It is incredibly crazy to me, but for those of you who are new to this country, the USA, you need to know that history. And probably you knew it also because emancipation of slavery is across the board all over the country. I mean, all over the world. And that's something that we need to, I'm going to do more research on what other countries have been doing for that. But we are now live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and the Stereo app. We are also on our website, www.saltycoffeepodcast.com, on the live streaming section. For the listeners on stereo, please bear with me. I will play your comments, and just know that your comments will be on our other platforms. We appreciate all your shares, your follows, and your comments. However, please do not post any business links on our comment sections on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. If you wish to have your business posted on our website, please visit www.saltycoffeepodcast.com and go to be part of the community section and complete the form. I'm only saying this because I want to alert our folks on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch that there's a lot of scammers out there. So we need to be careful with how you read our links or read our comments. There's just some people who are just, you know, hello, Ronald, also known as Icon. How are you? We just need to be very diligent about our businesses, and we take at Salty Coffee Podcast, we take all of everyone's businesses seriously, and we want to make sure that everyone is safe and not providing their personal information to people who are not part of um, confirmed, verified LLC podcast. So Salty Coffee podcast was created to empower, inspire, entertain, and inform. A lot of our topics include parenting, relationship, finances, workforce, and many, many more. I'm 52 years old. I was born in Brooklyn, raised in Washington Heights, and now living in the Bronx. So when you come to our podcast, you're just going to get a little bit of Self-Care Sunday, something to help you throughout your week, throughout your day, your business, raising children, family values and moral values and all that good stuff. Nothing in particular with politics or religion, just me giving you what I've learned in my 52 years of how to balance work, family, children, finances, and doing it solo. It's not easy, but it's not difficult. The content provided on this episode is solely from my personal experience. Or educator, but I would like to share with you what I've learned about fatherhood as a woman and everything I would like to learn more about Freedom Day, also known as Juneteenth or Emancipation Day. So, on this episode, we're going to give you some announcements. We're going to go over Happy Father's Day and give a shout out to those men in my life who were influential. We're going to do a 3-minute meditation. And we're going to talk a little bit about Freedom Day and what that means to you and what you can do if you own a business or if you don't have a business to be out there and be known, because we need to support our Black owners. We need to support each other. We need to know how to identify if other companies are utilizing this history to make their own money and continue the struggle of being free. You know, it starts with the mind, but you know, what else is new in this country? So, announcements. Who else is in the house? Oh, look at you, Robin. Oh, good evening, Rob My CDJs 3000. Welcome to Salty Coffee. We are also on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. So you're from Twitch. Thank you for joining us. We're also on the Stereo app. If you haven't followed us, please feel free to follow us, because tonight, one of the announcements that we have for tonight is that I teach basic Spanish along with Icon. His name is Ronald Smith. So June 19th, every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, only on the Stereo app. And we took off last week, but we're going to do something fun tonight. We're going to go over the definite articles for family, indefinite articles around the house, yo tengo and yo quiero, animals. But we're going to do a little fun thing, just something different, different words that we can use from this podcast about fatherhood and Juneteenth. We're going to take some of those words and try to learn to speak in Spanish in those words. So that's going to happen tonight, every Sunday at 9 p.m., only on the Stereo app. On Sunday, June 26th at 7 p.m., I'm going to give you what I did on my Alaska trip, also in Seattle, and just give you some self-care tips on what to do and what not to do so that you can enjoy your vacation and enjoy your day. And followed by, we will be announcing on the same day, June 26th, Sunday at 7 p.m., we will also announce the winner of the poetry contest. They will get $200. Um, yeah, $200. So let me play a little video. So here's the Stereo app for those of you on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. And this is the link or the information for those of you on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We use the McGraw-Hill Basic Spanish Language Lab app so that you can follow. Let me take this. Man, this thing is hard. It's difficult to do all three platforms. But Cloudy, how are you, Cloudy? What's going on, young lady? How's everything doing with you? Cloudy is on the Stereo app along with Robin.
I think so. Yeah. Salty coffee, what up, girl? Hey, Punch. How you spending your Sunday today? I'm here chilling at the jam. And after this, do a little cardio, 45, gotta keep your body healthy.
You're 45, Claudia? Oh my God, you're so young. That's really young. But Claudia left another message.
Salty coffee. What up, girl? I don't know if my first message went out, but listen, I'm here to listen. Salty coffee.
Yeah, your first message did go through. Thank you so much for sharing this Sunday, this special Sunday with me, along with Robin and those on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by. But the winner of the poetry contest will be announced on
misty eyes. You are my happy ending. Don't know why I've been playing it coy, pretending at your heart's expense. Misty eyes, you are home to me.
I'm looking forward to announce the winner for that day on June 26th, next Saturday. Can y'all hear me on YouTube and Facebook? Can you hear me on here on stereo? Um, it just looks like I lost maybe some viewers or something. But what else is new? So, if you're from New York, you would know that there are primary elections on June 28th. Early elections is on June 18th through June 26th. Early voting elections. So I'm just going to play a couple of videos on that on YouTube and Facebook.
Hey, NYC voters. Keep an eye out. Your NYC information mailer is on its way. Inside that mailing, you will be given your early voting site, dates and hours, as well as your Election Day poll site. You'll also receive your very own FastPass tag for contactless check-in and a FastPass card with all your voting information to use as well. If you bring these with you to the polls, a poll worker will scan them to check you in. For voters going to the polls on Election Day, look for the sign with your election and assembly districts to skip the information table. Visit vote.nyc for more information. Vote safe, NYC!
Yeah, we all need to really vote and go out there and do our thing. This one is the governor election.
Hey, NYC voters! The NYC Board of Elections is now preparing to canvass all absentee, military, and affidavit ballots. This process is set within New York State election law, and the NYC Board of Elections commissioners do not certify the election until every valid vote is counted. It takes place in each borough and is conducted by bipartisan teams of board employees. And to ensure even more oversight and transparency, campaign representatives along with the public and media are welcome to observe. Please note some invalid absentee ballots can still be cured this year. If you submitted an absentee ballot with things like an open envelope or no signature, look out for a letter, email, or phone call from the board explaining how you can fix your ballot. Thank you for voting.
So I don't know, I have a little bit of static on my end, but maybe it's because I have the phone too close to the mic, who knows. But yes, so it is important for all of us. I will put the links on the description on all of the platforms, including YouTube. I'll put all the links that are available of who's running, all of the videos of the candidacy, the debates, and maybe you can determine who is the best candidate for you. I saw some of the I hate it when I look at the debates for in New York State because they do them really quickly and they only have a certain amount of time to answer. And by the time we get to know one governor, it's already election time for the new one, and it's kind of annoying sometimes. As you already know, Cuomo was told to leave, so we have an alternative person for now. But needless to say, New York is in disarray. It's crazy. It's amazingly unsafe to be here. You're walking on eggshells every day. You just don't know what's going to happen. And some people just don't want to live under that stress. So I encourage everyone from New York State to please go ahead and do your due diligence and go ahead and vote on the primary elections. Primary elections are the most important ones because not the ones that after they select. Primary are the ones where you're going to vote for those who will be running eventually. So we don't want to find out later on who's who and who's what. But I'll try to do enough research for each candidate on the party that I run for or that I follow. Unfortunately, that's just how the system works. But needless to say, we need to be on top of that and do what we are supposed to do. So, for those of you who have a father or you are a father, happy Father's Day to you. And I think it's so important for us to encourage our children or anyone that whether we had someone who was just a male role model in our lives, that we consider them our fathers and we honor them wholeheartedly to the point where we are so grateful that they were in our lives. Um, I want to give a special shout out to the wonderful men out there who fulfill their life of their child every day without any questions, without any conditions. They just love their children no matter what, and they love their family. And for those of you who are sons who have a great father, be grateful that they're there and let them know. Let them know how you feel about them, how much you love them. Don't be afraid to show any type of vulnerability or emotion towards your father or grandfather or uncle or brother. You know, I think it's so beautiful when you see a group of men who can congregate together and share experiences and share, you know, manly things. I don't know if you want to call it that, but also share their vulnerable side, what they're going through and the things that they have to go through to be men, to be real men. Being a man is not easy. I'm not a man, and I can see it that it's not easy. And some of us women, we need to like be a little bit more um, less harsh on the ones who struggle to find their, you know, sense of worth and purpose, and help them, guide them, not do it for them, but help them to enjoy their time as a man, and let them do what they need to do, no matter what the circumstances. Let them do what they need to do to first and foremost take care of themselves, followed by taking care of their children, you, their spouse, their sister, their niece, goddaughter, whatever that may be for you. So I want to give a special shout out to my grandfather. My grandfather was a leader in the house. He was attentive. He taught me many things. And here's a picture. If you're on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, you'll see a photo of him. And he was very engaging. We called him Don Paco in the neighborhood. And that was because, his first name is Francisco. And the nickname for Francisco is Paco, apparently, in the Dominican Republic. But my grandfather, the chacabana shirt, nice and sharp, with the little handkerchief to clean his sweat. He didn't wear cologne, but he always smelled good and clean. His hair was sharp and nice and combed, and he was honest and compassionate. He was disciplined. He was respectful. He was so kind, and I miss him. I miss him dearly, and he is definitely loved by so many, and definitely um, I want to honor him today on this Father's Day because he brought a lot of joy to my life. I didn't even know I was poor until I had to bring up my own children because my grandfather was a baker and he cooked things out of like nothing. Like he made things that I was like, well, how did you get that from flour and eggs? So it's amazing the things that you learn from your grandparents. And it's unfortunate that a lot of our grandparents have left us, so that they're not able to see our great grandchildren. But Hopefully, I hope to be a grandmother like he was a grandfather to me. Um, there are three other men in my life that were influential to me, and ironically enough, it was from work. I started working where I work at now when I was 20, and this was 32 years ago. And here are the three people, and you'll see their photos. Booker T. Washington, yes, that is his name, Booker T. Washington. He was a student financial administrator and a father, and he was the VP of our local union. Booker was had grew up in the times of slavery. Like he was part of what the Emancipation Proclamation, the aftermath, was all about. So he was still living in the area in the farms of where his parents had to work. He told me stories about how he had to travel up north through Greyhound to work for the summer, and he was fortunate enough that his siblings did work at the institution that we work for now. He recently retired, but Booker taught me discipline. He taught me to be grateful. He taught me to listen carefully. He taught me that black people had it really bad in the United States. You know, he taught me what, how to separate, you know, nonsense from common sense. He taught me that working hard is the best way to get what you want. You really have to work hard to get what you want, and nothing in life will come easy to you, even when it is handed to you. Um, it's just he literally said everything you're doing today, Wanda, for the past whatever number of years at the time when we had the conversation, everything you're doing, make sure you obtain as much resources as you can as possible from the place that you work so that you can learn how others do it so that you can be where you want to be at when you're done. And he was right. He was absolutely right, and I'm so glad that he was part of my life at an early age in my 20s, because throughout my 32 years at where I work at, he was always there for me. He was anytime I had a question. It was because of him I became a notary. It was because of him that I went to the gym every day because he walked and ran many marathons, and he was just an amazing person. He retired at 70 something after working there for 50 something years. Could you imagine? And he literally retired last year. But Booker T. Washington, thank you so much for being a father to me at the place where I work at, because we don't have that anymore. Um, and that's just, it's reality. But I'm hoping to pass on what you gave to me to those that are coming in new. The second person on the photo on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch is Arthur Mack. Arthur Mack was amazing. Arthur Mack was designated voluntarily. He did this, and Arthur Mack is also an African American person. I didn't know too much of his personal life, but he worked in the Treasury Department, and he was in charge of payroll, benefits, and what he taught me is financial literacy, which he will sit with you. Everyone, when you start working there, you know, you do your orientation, but then there's like a little hidden secret orientation where, you know, you just meet that person word of mouth. Like, you need to go to Arthur Mack because he's going to tell you what you need to know about your finances and what to do with your paycheck. So I went to Arthur Mack, and he literally just like, all right, I know you're 20 years old. I know you're probably making, 10 times more than what you were making at the little retail store that you were working at, but now you're working in a place with benefits, resources, so make sure that you are smart with your money. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the money that you're currently making and invest it all in your retirement plan. And I looked at him like, what? What are you talking about? I need to move. I need to buy a bigger apartment or rent. He's like, no, 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 no. You're going to stay where you're living at currently for at least the next 2 to 3 years. And then before you, I mean, I know at some point you're probably going to get married, have children, but you're not going to do that until you have saved at least enough money through savings bonds. You're going to purchase savings bonds to start saving for your children's college. You need to do that for at least 10 years before you have children. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, this man is crazy. Like, who does that? But I did it. And with his, with just those tips, those two easy tips, and I didn't think I was going to last there long, but I made it a priority to follow his advice and take as much resources as possible that I could from the place that I worked at. And I took his financial advice because no one else in my family had that. And, you know, he told me, don't put your money on a savings account. You're going to put all of your money in this investment and you're going to contribute to your retirement plan. We have a message.
Hey, shout out to Social Coffee. I hope you're well and having a wonderful day. Great podcast.
Hi, Kiki. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yes, we're talking about Father's Day and how we're going to self care on the men that we are honoring. And today I'm honoring 4 people. I just did my grandfather a few seconds ago, and we did Booker T. Washington. And these next 3 men are from my place of employment because again, I was by myself at 20 years old, and I started working here when I was 20, and now I'm 52, so it's 32 years. But Arthur Mack really influenced me into learning financial literacy, and with his permission, I am going to pay it forward and make sure that I also give that advice to the young people who are coming in working with us, whether that be through this podcast or that be through my place of employment, just like they did it when I was there, secret. Like it's all about who you know. Can you guys hear that static? I hope you can't hear me. You guys can hear it, right? Somebody louder. Can you guys? Can you guys hear me? Let me. You guys can hear me? Yes, okay. You probably can. But so yeah, so Arthur Mack was very influential in my life. Thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate it. Those of you on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, I apologize. Probably too many messages. The energy, the electricity. We're electric right now. Because we're talking about money, huh? But I want to thank Arthur Mack for being there and teaching me everything I needed to know at a young age how to retire early and how to invest in the financial market and not put anyone else hopefully not. And our third person is Mr. Joe McCormick. Joe McCormick is the fire marshal where I work at. And he taught me everything I needed to know. Being certified, I was being certified in safety. Looking for violations everywhere. There was so many places present to me. So we're gonna take a 3-minute meditation break. Just because I'm already and it's only been 30 minutes. So we do have a class tonight. We're gonna go over. Let's do this 2-minute meditation. So please take time now to find space. Find space. If not, wherever you are, How do you feel? Hopefully you feel good. Hopefully you're right. What's freedom? What does freedom mean to you? What do you think it means? What definitely every year I learn something more and still 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation, 2 years after the major general order Franklin was passed, federal soldiers were gathered by General Order Number 3. And the General Order Number 3 states, the people of Texas are declaring that in accordance with the Proclamation of the Executive of the United States, all slaves are free. This involves protection of equality, personal rights, and rights of property to former masters and slaves, and the connection heretofore existing between the economy and the employer of the higher labor, meaning that anyone who is enslaved to the masters are now have to be paid for living as slaves. They actually now consider work. The freedmen are advised to remain quietly at their present homes and work for slaves. They are informed that they will not be allowed to collect at military posts and that they will not be supported in idleness either, there or elsewhere. I don't know if you believe that if you're just going to sit back and relax, that's not going to happen. You're not going to get paid away. So even 2 years later, right? So these people, for 2 years, they were free and not getting paid. And I can only imagine what happens to them. Like, where's that? People constantly talk about reparations. And this is one of the things that, how is it that to not know that they were free for 2 years. So, I think it's important for us to continue research on this and learn what other states later on will now. But unfortunately, even after Texas decided to use this day to celebrate Juneteenth, in the 1900s, other Confederate states decided to use Jim Crow and began to segregate colors of here, white people. They didn't use this. They did not want it. In the 1930s, it was well known. 1930s, it was well known with Juneteenth, but it was starting to be emotional. Certain people who did not want to include Juneteenth in the independence. In 1980, Texas was the first state to recognize Juneteenth. In 1980, it was the first state to recognize state, followed by Florida in 1992, followed by Oklahoma in 1994. In 1997, Juneteenth had its own flag, which is the one that stereo people are using as a shoulder, which is the bird king swan. The white star represents Texas, and then the lead star is the state that stays for the last one. And then the blue and the white represents the descendants and all American. And we're all American. But in 2020, summer of 2020, when the Black Lives Matter, Juneteenth became more out there. We began to learn more about Juneteenth around 2020. But the House representative, she was there. Who used to be the person big. And it is because of her I can 100% feel that Juneteenth is so think about that. Think about it took 156 years for us to finally recognize that big national holiday. What are you doing to celebrate? For the past few years, what I have done and research on it's not something that is talked about. What does that mean? What does that mean? And to make sure that the curriculum in our schools has real history that teaches what not only are we living in a big, now that we know this first to make it with others that are history is not is I'm not there's no information, documentation, but I right that many will argue the ownership of that country. I don't see it that way, but I think why I just believe has been eliminated like I want to visit they put one of those within a building and it's no longer there. So if I want any board of education records from their youth, like are you thinking that old? I mean I only graduated 8 weeks, like how old am I? And it's interesting because I did see like when I went to Seattle, I went to the modern pop culture movie and I saw all the music, the rap. And I'm looking at this kid. You're in museums now. Museums. So I think it's important for us that when we're taking our children that we take close to our history. Not only mom, that's I think it's important that we be very clear Hello. Just to let you know, for those of you in Ontario who are included. But thank you for coming. And, I just want to be good message out there that every year I learn something new. Like, more people will do their own research. You can even search just to find out what other states are doing, find out what other countries can celebrate. We're all good. Still feeding black and indigenous people. Like, this needs to have more talk about here. I mean, there's so much to talk about it. It's also needed within our community ways to help get and to know. Because some of us are living in different cultures where they come from. I think we should all be aware of all that is happening in most cases, I know we can't in America, but we're not in China. We're trying to do it a peaceful way and get some things to matter. And don't allow others to, interject with business. My purpose here is to basically inform, educate, inspire, motivate. That's what I want to do. I don't do this for a reason. Everything we do here is for work. And that's what I care for those of you who are working owner of this great and dandy. I did it able to be very good because I learned something from two African American women who were born and raised here who taught me Thank you for your time. I'm going to wrap it up on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Let's open up Stereo App. Give me 1 second, Stereo App. I'll be right with you. For those of you on Facebook, thank you so much for joining me and leaving your comments and sharing. Those of you on YouTube, hello, how are you? Welcome back. So glad to see you here. For those of you on Twitch, thank you, Dave. And for those of you who follow me, thank you so much. So let's wrap it up with Father's Day. For those of you who are celebrating Father's Day, make sure that you take some time to get a massage, get your feet done, whatever done. And I want to give a special shout out to the work out for him. So happy Father's Day to you. For those of you who have representatives of Father Day, uncles, brothers, that work, make sure that you encourage the students of your Facebook